Hello, we are back for lesson number 11. Title on my lesson on the Tuesday guide is People Give to Repair the Temple, and on the kids' paper says Joash's treasure chest. And we have our memory verse: worship the Lord in the beauty of holiness. And you find part of that verse in the book of Psalm, chapter 96, verse 9. Again, these verses are shortened for the younger ones to help them memorize. I'll go ahead and read the Bible story, which is our lesson. Good King Joash loved God. He was brought up in the temple by his uncle, who was the priest there. He knew about worshiping God in the temple. King Joash also saw for himself how badly the temple needed repairs. It had been many years since Solomon built the beautiful temple where people went to worship God. There had been wars with enemy soldiers going into the temple to take the things from it. The worst ruin of all came from the sons of an evil queen. They broke up the house of God and took the things dedicated to God's worship and put them in the house of an idol god, a false god that they made. Here's a picture of what it may have looked like. The walls were damaged, the posts were damaged, the curtains, which is in the doorways usually, or where a window would be, was torn. The floor was even damaged. King Joash saw the need for fixing God's house. He called in the man in charge of the temple. Make a wooden box, bore a hole in the top for people to put money in it. Set it by the altar coming into the house of the Lord. So it's like an offering, kind of like what we do for churches today. We have offering plate. You can give money, and that helps with maintaining the church. And here's the wooden box, and there's the hole that they cut into it to put whatever they needed to into it, usually money or gold or whatever they had. His helpers made the offering box with the hole in the top. They put it where everyone would pass it as they came into the temple area. King Joash sent word to everyone living in the land. Maybe his notice could have said, you may give money to fix up the temple in the special offering box. The people wanted to give, and give they did. Everyone was glad that King Joash planned to repair God's house. Make it look nice again. They brought lots of money and put it into the box. God's people gave and gave because they loved God. At the end of the day, the men in charge emptied the box and counted the money. They put the box back for people to give the next day. More people brought more money to put into the box. They did that every day until there was enough money for the work. And it shows them fixing and cleaning everything else up in this picture. They gave money to the carpenters and the builders. They bought new stones and new wood. They mended the house of the Lord. They fixed the cracks in the wall and the broken down steps or whatever was broken or damaged. When the workers had finished all the broken things, money was left over, so they had more than what they needed. They used it to replace the missing gold and silver vessels used by the priests in the temple house, or in temple to worship. They did the more important thing was to fix the main stuff at the church, and then with the extra they replaced the stuff that the priests or whoever would use to move around or decorate. And here's what supposedly the outside would be. At last the temple looked good and clean again. King Joash was happy when the workers finished the temple repairs. God's people were happy too. They had a part in fixing the temple. Their money paid to make the place where they worshipped God clean and beautiful again. So they all worked together, giving willingly. And I've already marked on my paper that I would have the kids look at, so you see the picture real easy. I didn't think about waiting on the making the answers on here. But you'd be finding the, if you were in person, you'd be looking for the paintbrush, broom, scrub brush, coin, hammer, and a light bulb. And you would circle those once you found them, but I already got them circled, but I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what it looks like. Which may be hard to see because of the lighting. I forgot about the lighting. So you'd circle what you would find. Up here's the scrub brush. You got the broom. You got the coin. You got the light bulb, paintbrush, and the hammer. You circle all of those. I've already marked the other side also, but this is just connecting the lines to finish building or connecting the temple to make it one whole piece. And I colored it with the different color just to make it easier to see. So you see the black lines broken, and I replaced it with the red lines to finish the drawing. That's what my class did today, my Sunday school. But that concludes our story time and our Bible lesson for today. Hopefully you guys learned something or got your minds refreshing. And I want to say thanks for watching. If you feel like it, you can subscribe to my channel. That'll just notify you whenever the next video is posted. Otherwise, just check whenever you guys want to. I try to do a video once a week for my Sunday school. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys will come back again.